back to Movement Project, where the goal is to cut out unnecessary surgery and opiate use. This video, I'm going to show you quad sets to help you increase tone of your quad muscles and to help reduce knee pain. Stay tuned all the way to the end because I'm going to show you 6 different variations to help you meet your goals. What the heck is a quad set anyway? Quad is short for quadriceps, which is a 4-headed muscle that's in the front of your thigh that helps straighten your knee and also helps to flex your hip. Without them, we wouldn't be able to resist the forces of gravity and we would essentially collapse. When we talk about sets, we're talking about setting the muscle in a locked isometric position, in this case to fully straighten out the knee or extend the knee. Now, quad sets are not used to strengthen in the classic sense. We do them to reduce inflammation and to make sure our muscles are firing correctly and evenly on both sides. I can't spread the message of cutting unnecessary surgery and opiate use without more subscribers, so please click that red button to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you find this content helpful.
Let's start off with quad set number 1, where your leg is extended. You can hop up onto your couch or your bed and prop up onto your arms, although that's not necessary, and you're just trying to contract that quadricep by pushing the back of your knee straight down into the table. Your quads are those muscles right on the top of your thigh, so you should feel them flex and get tight as you push down. That contraction can be increased by pulling your toes to your nose and forcing that knee into as much extension as possible. Hold that quad contraction for 5 seconds and work your way through 2 to 3 sets of 10, 1 to 2 times a day if your goal is to increase quad muscle tone and quad activation. The next variation is to have that leg extended, but now you're going to grab a towel and roll it up under your knee. Another option would be to grab a pillow and place it under your knee. This is to add resistance and to give you some feedback as you press down into the bed or couch. Still maintain that position of the ankle pulled up with the toes to the nose so that you're maximizing that quad contraction. One way to further that contraction and to make sure you're not cheating is place your other foot on top of the ankle. That will keep the ankle from popping up off of the bed. Our third variation is to use that towel and place it under your heel instead to maximize that knee extension range of motion. You can see we're able to get more end range quad contraction with this variation. This can be really helpful after surgery or if you have an arthritic knee that is causing you pain because you're not able to fully extend or straighten that knee as much as you should. You can again do 5-second holds, try to progress yourself through a few sets of 10 repetitions. You can try to hold this longer if your goal is to stretch that knee into further extension. Moving on to the 4th variation, this is a technique you'll use if your main goal is to reduce inflammation. A lot of people still like to use ice for inflammation, but who knows if it's even that effective. Click the link above to check out my video on ice for injuries. You can see the biggest difference here is we're doing pumping of the muscle on and off. We're no longer doing that 5-second contraction, which is going to allow us to pump the fluid out of the leg. Our 5th variation is a prone quad set or on your stomach. You'll place your toes on the bed and from there contracting your quads. You can do one leg at a time or both together, trying to do that 5-second hold, getting as much extension as possible. This is beneficial because you're able to use your glutes to help move through that range of motion. Our last variation is a standing quad set using an inflatable ball for resistance. If you've watched any of my videos, you know it's all about getting back to function and moving properly. So once we have a good quad contraction on the table or the bed, we want to move up to standing. We place that ball behind the knee and move through that same technique where we're contracting the quad, forcing that knee back as straight as possible. We have the opposite leg placed out in front of us as though we've just taken a step, which is just going to simulate the way that quad muscle works throughout normal walking.
Thanks for watching my video on quad sets. Be sure to subscribe to my channel to help me cut out unnecessary surgery and opiate use. Remember, if you want to feel, perform, and live your best, you've got to move your best. Keep it moving.